So I'm Thierry Arys Ruiz. I'm the founder of Tarco International, and our first project is agao.io. AG for silver, AU for gold. What we do is one token backed by silver and one token backed by gold. What we're really trying to achieve here is essentially what Satoshi Nakamoto was trying to achieve on the first race, which is a peer-to-peer cash electronic system. The difference here is that we have the convertibility with gold, essentially going back to the gold standard Bretton Woods system, but in a digital form with more transparency given the new technology that we have now. So my first interaction with Bitcoin is coming from the commodity trading side. I heard about this cryptocurrency that was involving mining, and because I was involved in mining as well, buying gold, silver and copper, I got interested in both the technology and the mining aspect. And so because I understand mining, I thought I would understand also what the process of the value creation on mining a Bitcoin was, which is essentially the cost it takes you to create it, which is parallel to the cost of taking an ounce off the ground. If I think the blockchain is going to influence our life, I think it's going to be the Internet 2.0 essentially. Now, I don't know what the process will be, but you also have always the first adoption, and then it goes incrementally until the mass adoption. I think it's here to stay. And just as I mentioned, I think there is three major aspects. One is the blockchain as a whole, and that's here to stay. And the DLT and smart contract technology will revolutionize the world as we know it. Basically, every sector where you need a contract will be now on a smart contract. When it comes to the ICO, it will probably evolve into being more regulated like the IPO market. And when it comes to the cryptocurrencies, I think we're going to go through a bubble, boom and bust cycle before settling for a real standard. So in order to really hit critical mass, I would say it's just a matter of people starting transacting and people really knowing the technology. And I think this will evolve just at the same time as the new generations are coming. They're way more into their phones, and when people start transacting in electronic money, then, which is going to happen, then the mass will be achieved. So the main funding in the international startup scene has always been this who do you know type of problem. And essentially you have different steps. You have the angel investor, and then when you start breaking even, you have the VC fund that steps in, and then once you want to go public, you go private equity. That's the old system. Right now we have the ICO, which stands for initial coin offering. It's a parallel of an IPO, initial public offering, but what we've seen over the last 5 years is you start with an idea and you go directly to IPO. Long story short, it's a crowdfunding, but it's just achieving more popularity, and I think the regulation of the normal financial market would merge into different sort of ICOs, those for early stage and those for billion-dollar companies.